I love to read a book and be absorbed in words to escape.
Hello everyone, I apologise for the singing videos that have been uploaded in the past few days, but I've just been in a singing mood of sorts, and there's probably going to be some more to come, so apologies ahead of time. But of course, you don't have to watch them, no one's under any obligation, so feel free to skip them if you wish. Okay, so I've got a haul to do. It's kind of an amalgamation of different hauls because there's a heap of films that I don't think I've shown you that I've acquired in the last few months, and only a few books, but I just thought I'd share them with you anywho. Today I actually went into Maclean's bookstore, the evil bookstore that costs a lot of money but always draws me in, and I had ordered myself a copy of Shelf Life, Fantastic Stories Celebrating Bookstores, and it has an introduction by Neil Gaiman. And I got the paperback, Marianne, I'm sorry. I'd heard about it because I typed in Shelf Life, which is the name of a different book, and I was looking for it for my Kindle. And I came across this title instead. The Shelf Life I was looking for is a novel about someone working in a bookstore, so you know, still about books and all, and I still will find that one day. But I found this, and it had been reissued. It first came out 2002, and it got reissued last year. And Marianne Depere, who I write for her channel, and she's my friend, had told me that she's got a story in here, and that it had been reissued in a super fancy, really nice hardback edition that had everyone's signatures in it, including Neil Gaiman's. And I looked that up, but I couldn't afford it because it was $75. But I'm sure it was beautiful and really, really cool, but I ended up just getting the paperback. But it looks really nifty. It's fantasy, sci-fi and horror stories, all revolving around bookstores, so I think that's fun. And I've read a few short stories already, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So, yay! While I was in Maclean's, I just caved in and grabbed The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I wanted this cover because I preferred this cover, and I certainly didn't want the movie tie-in cover. I saw the film, by the way. I thought it was alright. It was decent enough. But certainly going to check out the book at some point and see if I respond to it in the same way that everyone else seems to. Sometimes I worry because I don't seem to respond in the same ways that a lot of people do to things that are especially popular, but we'll see. I was in a shopping centre one day, and there was no bookstore in the shopping centre, but there was like a few tables of a book sale, and I just went wandering around, and I found Jasmine by Alex Bell, which I'd seen on Bookshelved on her channel. She'd mentioned that she really enjoyed it and that it had a fairy tale feel to it, and it's an adult novel, and I thought the cover was very nice, but because I'd already heard about it, I thought, oh, I'll grab that. And it was only $5, so I picked that one up, and I'm looking forward to reading it because it's got fairy tale-ness in it. Rah. And then this was very random, but I saw Shop Girl, which is the novel by Steve Martin that was then, you know, he turned that into a screenplay and made the film with Claire Danes. And I enjoyed the film, and it's very, very short by the looks of it, so just thought I'd add that into my adult contemporary fiction. So I picked up Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde, because I've been hearing about this one for quite a while, and just in terms of dystopian, it just sounds like a really nifty idea, and I really enjoyed The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde, and I think he's just very clever, and I've heard good things about it, so, and the cover's pretty nifty too. And I like to say that I purchased Shades of Grey so that I can confuse people and they assume I purchased 50 Shades of Grey. And, yeah. And in terms of dystopians, I finally grabbed a copy of A Million Suns by Beth Revis, which is the sequel to Across the Universe. It's not the best tie-in cover for the first one, but I guess I can't help that, and I wanted to get it in paperback anyway, so yeah. I will read this at some stage, hopefully. As some of you may know, the lovely Lara has recently been to Europe for a little holiday, and while she was there, because I pestered her, she got me some things, which was very nice. She got me a Paris little journal, which has a map, a street map, and a subway map, and I love it especially because she made sure to get me one that has the Opera Garnier on the front, and on the back has a love Opera Garnier, because that's where Phantom's set. And she also went to Shakespeare & Company, and she got me some postcards, which I was very excited about. She got me one of Sylvia Whitman and her daddy in, I assume, the early 80s it must be, outside the store. And then this cute one, painting of the store. And then she got me an Opera Garnier postcard, which I was very happy with. And a bookmark too, which I forgot to put here, but yes, she also got me a lovely bookmark, and I was so happy. Thank you, Lara. And then she also sent me a message on Facebook saying, don't buy any more fairy tale anthologies for a while. And I thought, what have you done? She got me Perrault's Fairy Tales is what she did. Bless her cotton socks. So I now finally have Perrault's versions, complete with his hilarious morals and stuff. So all the morals are included at the end of the stories, and it's the Gustave Doré illustrations, which are the really, really famous ones. And they're very atmospheric and quite spooky at times. But yeah, I'm just so happy I've got Perrault's Fairy Tales now. I'm so happy. Thank you, Lara. Thank you so much. Yay. And then today I went to the library to return. I'd got Neil Gaiman's Fragile Things again. I'd hired that out in the past, and I just borrowed it. Again because I hadn't had a chance to read all the short stories that were in it the last time I had it, and there were some I wanted to return to and have a look at. I do eventually just need to purchase the damn thing, so I've got it here. And I was returning that, and then I foolishly was looking around, mainly to get my Nan things, because I always like to get my Nan some books from the library, and I choose very well for Nan, so I'm quite proud of that. But I stumbled across A Study in Sherlock, and it's stories inspired by the Holmes canon, and I just like, oh, I don't need more short story anthologies to read, but I got it anyways. So it should be lots of fun, I think. And there's even pictures and such, because I like me some Sherlock, I do. I'm a fan both of Conan Doyle stuff and the Guy Ritchie films, and of course the TV show. So yeah, it just looks like it'll be a bit of fun. And also, because when I had Neil's Fragile Things, I reread his A Study in Emerald, which is his little short story from, like, a previous anthology, and he has a new short story in here too, so hooray! I got Jane Yolen's Curse of the 13th Fae, which is apparently the true tale of Sleeping Beauty. I don't need this because they have so many fairy tale retellings over there waiting, but I grabbed it anyway because I'm an idiot. Ooh. I did finish a book last night though, finally! Actually read something that's a novel. I finished Mad Apple by Christina Meldrum, and I have to do a video review of this at some point, but I firstly need to talk to Misty about it so I can sort out my thoughts a little bit, because I promised her I'd have a discussion once I'd finished this one, so yeah. But it was interesting. Sure, it was definitely interesting. Now for the movie and TV haul. A little while ago I grabbed Being Human Season 1 on DVD, because I've only seen Season 1, but I just wanted to get it and rewatch to refresh, and then I can watch on ahead. And I got Castle Season 1 on DVD, because I've had friends love this for a few years now, and it always sounded like a lot of fun. And everyone loves Nathan Fillion, so yeah, wanted to give it a whirl. A little while ago actually I got Lost Girl Season 1 on DVD. If you've not seen this, it's really freaking good. And I really hope that Season 2 is released on DVD sometime soon, because I want it. I've not seen it, but I want it. So, yeah. But, yeah, good show. Very good show. I grabbed Stephen Fry live at the Opera House. This is from 2 years ago when he was in Sydney and he did a little tour thing. And it's hilarious and lovely and wonderful and Stephen Fry-ness, and it's great. Some costume drama good times. I grabbed Sense and Sensibility, the 2007... Yeah, we'll go with that. The 2007 TV version that had Dan Stevens before people knew who Dan Stevens was, and when he had his brown hair, so yeah, I really like this version. I'm a huge fan, of course, of the 1995 movie, but I thought this one was also very good, so I wanted to have it in my collection. I got the 2011 Jane Eyre. Certainly not my favourite Jane Eyre, by any means, but it was going really cheap, and I thought, oh, I'll get it anyway, and it can sit with the rest of them, because I now own 4. I've seen 5, and I own 4, so pretty well versed in my Jane Eyre adaptations. But yeah, this one isn't my favourite by any means, but it's still pretty good. And I really love Jamie Bell as St. John, and I wish that he'd been in it more, because I loved him. I just love Jamie Bell. The 2005 Pride and Prejudice, yes, I know, most people hate it, but I don't. I can understand why people hate it. I have no problem if that's what your opinion is of the film, but I still enjoy it. I've got the BBC version, of course, but because I was never, you know, madly in love with Colin Firth or anything, and because I grew up enjoying but not worshipping the BBC one, I guess I didn't go into this nearly as biased as most people probably did. And I can recognise all its flaws, but I still find it enjoyable, and there's some performances in it that I really like. So, yeah. This was going for super special cheap, and I was very excited. So it's The Hunger Games on Blu-ray, but it's got the special features, and I love me some special features, so I was very happy to get that for cheaps. It was good. Some rom-comness. I got Notting Hill. Mainly everyone loves this film for the ensemble more than the leads, I would assume, but at least I know I do. But it's just an enjoyable movie, I still find. I got You've Got Mail. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. I'm a fan. I grew up with my dad, and my dad loves these two. Sleepless in Seattle is my father's favourite film, so, and this is a close second. So, yeah, and it's about, like, there's bookstores in it. It's quaint and cute and quirky. I like it. But Like Crazy, starring Anton Yelchin and Felicity Jones, and I'd heard a lot about this, but it never got an Australian release, I don't believe, or if it did, it certainly didn't come to my town. So, yeah, and again, it was going cheap, and I just grabbed it. And I think it's quite sweet. I've had discussions with friends who felt that there could have been a lot more to it, and I can see where they're coming from. It's, kind of got the same feel in a way as the Before Sunset, Before Sunrise movies, which I love. It's not nearly as good as those, but it's kind of similar flavour. But I'm a big fan of both of these guys, so just wanted to get it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, because as everybody knows, this film is just shit tons of fun. And finally got The Social Network. It's filled with people I hate, like in terms of characters. I hate almost everyone in it, but I still think it's interesting, and I quite like the script. The opening scene, that breakup scene, I memorised after seeing the film twice, because that's how my head works, so I just love the dialogue, and I like quoting along with it. And I think there's some good performances in here. I mean, Justin Timberlake. The kid can act. And finally, something that I thought I could include in this haul, I got some t-shirts for Christmas that I didn't really get a chance to show you, and a few of them have a bit of a literary theme to them, so I thought I'd show you those, so hope you enjoy. This is the first shirt. So we've got spring with a little flower and a butterfly. There's summer eating his ice cream. There's autumn with a lovely scarf on. There's winter. Isn't it hilarious? Game of Thrones fans. I just thought that was really cute. And then this is the shirt that I think everyone's really going to love. It's the Storyteller's shirt. Isn't it adorable? They're all books. Let's go through it, everybody. Okay. So up here is Red Riding Hood. Pretty sure that's Godzilla because he's got a car and like some horns up there. There's Winnie the Pooh with his honey. There's Dracula. Charlotte's Web. There's Aladdin, 1001 Nights, whichever you want to choose. There's the Tin Man. That's Sleeping Beauty because she's asleep and she has a crown. That is a questionable one. If anyone knows who that fella is right there, please tell me because it's been stumping me and I'm getting really annoyed because I can't quite tell. So if you know why someone would have an arrow through their face, please let me know. There's Hamlet with his skull. There's Ariel, Little Mermaid. I'm assuming this guy's Scrooge because he's got a top hat and a scarf, so I reckon he's Scrooge. That is the Three Musketeers, one of the Three Musketeers, I'm assuming, because he has a sword and his feathery hat and all. That's the captain, whose name I always forget, from Moby Dick, because he's about to get eaten and he has his lovely beard and hat. There's Pinocchio, he must have told a lie because his nose is growing. There's Sherlock with his pipe and his little magnifying glass and his deerstalker. There's Twilight. Oh my. There's the Cheshire Cat. There's Phantom. That's Eric. Oh, poor Eric. At least he looks happy. Now, this one I'm stumped because it's a cat-looking creature with a crown. So I'm thinking either the Lion King or maybe Narnia. Maybe that's Aslan. So, yeah. There's Gandalf. Bless his cotton socks. He's probably saying, "You shall not pass." There's Harry right next to him. Harry's really happy. There's Frankenstein's monster, looking a bit scared. It could be because he's next to Harry, or because he's next to Pippi Longstocking, who looks too happy, I think. She's probably done something naughty. And there's Long John Silver. He doesn't have a parrot, though. That's sad. But yeah, there's Long John Silver. So that's all the Storytellers. Aren't they cute? I think it's an adorable shirt. But yeah, certainly if you know who that is, please, yeah, tell me who you think that could be. And if you disagree with me on any of my guesses as to who these folks are, please feel free to say so, because, you know, that one's just a guess. I think it could be Aslan, I don't know. So yeah, it's a Storyteller shirt. Isn't it cute? So that was my haul of stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Do feel free to let me know if you have any opinions about the books or films or shirts I acquired. I've got books all set up here. If you're wondering why there's a lot of books missing from behind me, it's because I've got piles ready to do my Renee Reads by Theme video to sort of plan that out. So yeah, hopefully that'll come soon. But just thought I'd share my haul with ya. That's all for now. Again, sorry for the singing. Okay, bye everybody. P.S. On Friday, so in 2 days' time, Leslie and I and some of our friends are going to be going down to Sydney, and we're seeing Neil Gaiman. He's giving a talk, and apparently we're getting free books that are signed and stuff. But anyway, Neil freaking Gaiman, very excited. I don't know if I'll be able to film anything while there, but we'll see how we go. And yeah, it should be good. So hopefully keep you updated on that. Okay, bye.